expanding and simplifying surds. Now, sometimes we are given surds to multiply and simplify where possible. Here we have root of 3, bracket open, 2 plus root of 3. As with algebra, the number outside or the term outside is multiplied by every term inside the bracket. So root 3 times 2 will be 2 lots of root 3. And then root 3 times root 3, plus times a plus, root 3 times root 3. If you remember, in the last lesson, we said root a times root a makes a. So root 3 times root 3 makes 3. Another example, root 5, open bracket, minus, 3 minus root 3. Root 5 times 3, obviously 3 root 5. The positive of root 5 times negative of root 3 is negative. Root 5 times root 3. But we don't leave root 5 times root 3 like that. We need to, we can't simplify them. We put them under one root, law number 1 of the surds. So 5 times 3, 15. If you remember again from the first episode of this topic, we have root of a times root of b. We could write it as root of a times b, and vice versa. So this cannot be simplified any further. One more, root 2, bracket open, 4 minus root 5. The term outside multiplies by each term inside. Root 2 times 4, 4 root 2. Plus times minus, root 2 times root 5 will be root of 2 times 5. You put it inside, or you could have just written directly 4 root 2 minus root 10. Now, we can go on to open 2 brackets. 2 minus root 2 multiplied by 3 plus root 5. As before, the first term multiplies by every term in the second bracket, and then we go to minus root 2 and times, and we simplify if possible. So 2 times 3, 6. 2 times plus root 5 plus 2 root 5. Minus root 2 times 3 is minus 3 root 2. And minus root 2 times plus root 5 is minus root of 2 times 5, which is 10. You can see there's no other constant without a surd attached to it, just 1 6. Root 5, there's only one root 5, no other root 5 to add or subtract. Only one term with root 2 and one term with root 10. So this cannot be simplified any further. Let's have another one. where we can simplify further. 4 plus root 5 times 2 plus root 5. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times root 5 plus 4 root 5. Plus 5 root 5 times 2 is plus 2 root 5. And plus times plus is plus. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. Makes root 25, which is 5. Now, can we cancel or simplify? 8 at 5, that's 13. Plus 4 root 5 and plus 2 root 5 is plus 6 root 5. Let's move on to another simplifying, expanding and simplifying. 4 plus root 3. 2 minus root 3. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times minus 3, minus 4 root 3. Plus 3, plus root 3 times 2 plus 2 root 3. And plus times minus, root 3 times root 3 is 3. 8 take away 3 is 5. Minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 is minus 2 root 3. So the previous lesson, we did some simplifying. Just to remind you of the last lesson, I'm going to do another example. From the previous lesson, we were told to simplify question without bracket. I just remind you by doing this question. The biggest square number that goes into 12 is 4. So I write this as 4 times 3. Or you could write 3 times 4, but it's easier if you have the square number written first. It's more convenient. 48 is made of 16 times 3. And 75 is made of 25 times 3. Split them. Root 4 times root 3. That would be root 16 times root 3 plus root 25 times root 3. Square root of 4 is 2, so we have 2 root 3 here. Square root of 16 is 4, times 3 is 12 root 3. And root 25 is 5, times root 3 is 5 root 3. Now 2 root 3 and 12 root 3, that's 14. At 5, 19 root 3. So this was the sort of work we did last lesson. And I'm going to finish this lesson with another example on expanding brackets, simplifying where possible, involving surds. 7 minus root 11. Bracket open, 2 plus root 11. Okay. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times plus root 11 is plus 7 root 11. Minus root 11 times 2 is minus 2 root 11. And minus times a plus. Minus times a plus is a minus. Root 11 times root 11 is 11. If you remember, I said that earlier here. Root A times root A is A. So root 11 times root 11 is 11. Let's simplify now. 14 take over 11, that's 3. 7 root 11 minus 2 root 11 is plus 5 root 11. That's the final answer. Next lesson, we go to rationalizing surds. There are 2 types, and that will conclude our lesson on surds. I hope you've enjoyed your lesson. Till next lesson, bye.